welcome back to Scrapyard Pirate's Life, guys, and this is actually our second go. The first 20 minutes got fragged by the network, as it likes to do to me. So, here we are. I'll show you in a second what I did. But I was kind of thinking, since I fell down here running out of my hydrogen, I would come down here and see about snatching up some of those precious little things we call computer components. Let's see. Now let's see if I can get to this thing here. Let me see here. I might be able to slap a angle block on here.
Meteor storm inbound.
Yeah, that's nice. Thanks, suit lady. Thanks for adding to our anxiety with this little fun thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get up here. We need to get up onto the thing. Alright. Okay, now we can get some more hydrogen. Alright, good. Now, we are not going to need quite as many components as we currently have, so let's go ahead and drop a few off. Oh wow, well maybe not. We appear to be pretty full, so maybe we won't be dropping off a bunch of components. Oh boy. We might need to actually build another cargo container over here, just because, yeah, we need more space for materials. Oh, actually, you know what we could do? We could just do some work over here. Alright, so as you can see, we got the cockpit in place, we got cargo containers built up, got the wheels off, got it off the jacks. Did all that last episode, well, the beginning of this episode, before things went weird. Alright, and then let's see if we can get this one done. Nope, okay. Not quite. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up our survival kit without the medical components, because we don't have those. But I really like the idea of setting it up on here like so. Yeah, it's going to balance it out pretty nicely. Alright, cool. And then we'll do, on the back end here, we'll get a, well, I was going to put, where did I put the H2O2 gen on the front on these things? No, I didn't. I was going to put the H2O2 gen on the front of this right here. But now that I'm thinking about it, I might actually do something kind of tricky, guys. What if we did a connector system between these two component pieces, and then put a, let's see, I want to check something out, guys. I want to see if, how big this thing is, because what I'm thinking is maybe we could set something up where we do this on one side, this on the other side, and then in the middle, maybe set up a connector in the middle. And then we could do a hydrogen, an H2O2 gen on one side, off to the side here. And then we could do a recharge point on the other side. I mean, that could be doable. One thing I want to do is hop up on here. And I want to get a connector set up right down here. Oh, we don't have, do we? We don't have enough. Okay, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put some weight in here. I mean, we want the components in there anyway. Let's get back over here. Uh-oh. Why are you blinking? What's the power situation on the battery? Oh, it's got plenty of power. Okay, good. I got nervous there for a second. It must just be glitchy. I thought, that's just what we need. Oh yeah, that would be just brilliant. Alright, let's see here. We need, we're gonna need some interior blocks for that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Grab that. Okay, and then we're gonna grab this. And we'll do it again over here. Now, I'm just trying to take all this stuff off the top here because it'll come in handy, you know? And we might as well. So I'm thinking we'll get the infrastructure in place, get it welded up as much as we possibly can, and then go from there. Okay. That'll give us construction components, more motors. We'll have a lot of motors, which will be nice. Alright, okay, now, over here, there was this thing down here. Huh. Okay, cool. Figure we might as well just start breaking down some of this and using it. I'm really grateful I put it on station mode. Alright, let's get this thing torn down. Alright, let's get over here. And it's pretty wide, so we could easily just, Alright, let's go ahead and get this bottom portion set up. Let's see, I think I'll think about what colors I want to go with. We'll definitely give it some, oops, I did not mean for that to go in there. Okay. And now, go out to 2 on that one. I'm gonna go down and do 2 underneath here too. Well, first we're going to hit this with whatever we can do. And then we'll go 1, 2, 4. Okay. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what we'll do is we'll put girders. Yeah, we'll get that front end done too, but okay, so now what I'm gonna do, what I'm thinking is we'll do some girders right here. There, there. Here, here, and then we'll drop down and we'll put on this one here, we'll put angle parts out. So what I'm thinking is I'll get one of these with the wires. I think that looks kind of cool, and we'll put that right in there, and that should fit just perfect. Perfect. Oh, I like that. And we're gonna actually... Oh, good gravy. Well, I guess we'll paint it when we have a color other than green, because I really don't want it to be anything. I really kind of want it to be, oh, I don't know, blue. So let's see here. Well, we'll get down in here. Now on these blocks here, what I'm gonna do is I will I want to give them an angle up block. They don't have the wire connection that the other ones do, so I'm kind of thinking something along the lines of like that there. Like right there, like that. Do something like that here. Oh, I like this. This is good. Okay, that needs more computer components. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the rest of this lined up. Figure we'll do the same thing on this side that we did on the other side, of course. And then yeah, I like how the wires run through there. That's actually, I really like how that sets up. That's kind of cool. At least in my mind. I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I think it's kind of cool. Now, we got a block in here we need to get rid of. Now, one of the things I wanted to do while I'm up here, now I'll fix the back wheels here in just a bit here. I want to get this in here while I'm thinking about it. Cool. Alright, and then one more, and the reason why I want to put that on there is because remember, we talked about putting those I want to get those hydrogen tanks in place. One will go, we'll put one there, and we'll put one on the other side too, and then we'll connect a third going further back. It may stick out further, which is another reason why I've been thinking about doing that other, but we might not be able to do it the way I was thinking. So we'll have to see how this looks. See? See if I do that, see it goes up, see, and it's too tall. See if I link it there like that. And then this one will fit there like that, and then I could do one more, but it'll stick out like so. And that could be a bit of a problem if I want to run a bunch of those cargo containers across it. Huh. But if I do... How can I do this so that it... Oh. No, that's still not going to work. Because I could fit 1, 2, and 3 in place, but we still have the problem. Well, if I do the connections in the back that go across, then that definitely would allow for those things to be hooked up to it, and I could run something up here. And how would I get it over, though? Oh, yeah, you know, I didn't think about that, but having these connected like this is actually not a good deal, because that means that I can't connect the conveying down below here with the other. Oh, dang. I didn't consider that when I was designing this thing. The connection going front to back is not gonna work. Oh, I should have... Well, that sucks. Yep, it kind of does suck. A lot. Well, dang. Well, I got a solution, guys. I don't know what you guys are going to think about this, but my solution is shift both of these over one whole block. It'll overhang a little bit, but it's doable.
Fuel low.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Fuel
Yep.
critical.
But by doing that, it also means that we could set up stuff in the middle too, which isn't always a bad thing. Alright, let's have a sit down here. So we're gonna need to widen it just a little bit. That way we have the conveying that goes up to the cockpit from the back, along with the engine. We need to run the fuel lines up to it from the hydrogen tanks. It would also give us places to stash like other things like AI blocks and different things like that. And if we're going to do that, now would be a very good time to do it. Alright, so let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, no, we want that right there. Alright, so that's not so bad. Get that set up. Okay, so this... These are more priority than that is. Okay, now that's going to leave us a free corridor on the sides to set up connections with the cargo containers and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and pull this. And we might as well dump a bunch of stuff in here. Alright, so, actually, you know what we're gonna do? I think this would be a really good opportunity to do some work on the base here. Might as well. We're still gonna do the thing around the back end, but I'm thinking we could throw another storage container in the middle if we wanted to, or just a bunch of hydrogen tanks too. There's a lot of different options we can go with. Alright, so let's get the cargo container on here. I haven't done something so flat and low profile before, so it's going to be interesting to see how this performs. But it should perform quite well. Yeah, that's about where I wanted it, right there. Hangs over a little bit, but that's okay. That'll do the trick. Oh, yeah, we're gonna definitely do something across here. But that's okay. We could even set up a turret in the middle if we wanted to. Alright, let's get this all up. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna tilt a lot.
Fuel low.
Uh-oh. Let's get some more fuel.
Fuel critical.
Yep, I know, suit lady. Alright, there we go, guys. Yeah, it's dark as all hell. That's okay. Alright, let's go back and get our cargo container arranged, but first things first. Let's grab some of that steel we just dumped. And get this taken care of while we're here. You know what we could almost do? You know, we could almost build a cabin on this thing. It's literally that big enough, almost. Alright, let's see here. Let's get this in place here. And yeah, so this is working out nicely, guys. I think this is going to be very useful. Let's get this thing in place here. And then we can start plumbing everything up. But yeah, I never really noticed it, but yeah, this is definitely wide enough. We could throw a door in the back and have a walkway in here if If we hadn't have put the battery up here, if we tossed the battery to one side and put the battery on the other side, that would have probably been better. But, you know, that probably would have been a smarter option for things. But you know, you do what you can do when you think of what you can do. That was probably a very bad place to put that battery, actually. But no sense crying about it now, because there's not a lot we can do. So let's go ahead and drop our parts in here that we don't need. And then let's take a look and see what we got going on. Now we can run conveying lines from the bottom here all the way back and up to the side, and that would work out nicely. And then we can put hydrogen tanks. Actually, we could put a hydrogen tank right on either side of here. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, that would actually probably be a really, really smart move, guys. No. Yes, that would be smart right there. We could put it right here. I can't get one there because that's too big. But we can absolutely put one right there. Let's swipe some steel plates, because that's what you got to start out with this. Keep grabbing them steel plates and keeping them, I guess, huh? Alright, so if we go with, if we flip it over like this and we go all the way, well, actually, we could go this high and do a double. Yeah. We could get 4 hydrogen tanks right here straight up. Do one. And then do a second one right there. Bam. And that would give us 4 hydrogen tanks to work from. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, so if we go, let's see, flip you over. Yeah, right there like that. Everything uses bloody computers, I tell you. We're gonna be using the hell out of that that cockpit when we get it out of there. I hate to say it, guys, but we're gonna need to tear that up if we're gonna do this. So let's go ahead, and then that one will go up come on, right there, and that one will go right there. I don't know though, it's awfully exposed. I didn't think about that till just now, but it is very exposed. But it'll do. And then those will connect together with that. So let's go ahead and get these in place here. Now we can put something down there that doesn't involve that, which is good. Alright, that goes there. And that goes... Actually, we can go like this here. There we go. Alright, so we got something going on here. This open space in the middle here, though, that is going to be an interesting challenge. I wonder if we could stick one of these in there. We sure can. Yeah. If we put that there, we can put an H2O2 gen right in that spot right there, and the link is the storage containers. Yeah. And I could just use the regular kind for that. Yeah. that works out nicely. Alright, let's go ahead and drop the steel plates. Alright, let's go ahead and get that off of here. We're gonna clear all these things off of here real quick. Use these components for stuff too, and to load into the cargo containers. Okay, this is a full-on regular hydrogen tank. So we'll need to run a pipe out of that. Okay, that's got everything we need. Okay, boy, everything needs those computer chips. I think once we get that other thing set up, or get that cockpit taken care of, it's going to be a game changer for us. Alright. Okay, well, that's that then, I guess, right? We can't connect. We're gonna need to do if we're gonna do a connector of some kind, we're going to need to do some sort of, you know what we might do, actually? I mean, here we just did all that, and then the thought just crossed my mind, maybe we should make those higher up, but then if we do that, I don't know. Let's just go ahead and drop this stuff off in here. Yeah. Get this off of here. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Get this fuel recharged. So what we need to do is we need to run a line out to here and then angle it. So we're going to probably need to do a hinge and a pipe. And we'll do a reinforced pipe. So we're gonna have to do, how are we gonna get this thing angled right so that I can hook this thing up to it? Ah, dude, this is gonna be awkwardly difficult as all heck. I wonder if I can angle it this way. Actually, that might not be the baddest idea ever. How am I gonna do that though to get the angle right? Oh! Wait. Well, no, if I do a rotor that might not get it right. No, we're probably right about... Get it right about here. Yeah, we better do a rotor, actually. So let's see, what's the deal? Let's see, let's get a rotor. We want an advanced rotor because we want to convey all this stuff. Alright, so let's
Energy low.
okay, let's see here. Let's see, where do we got some more of those things? Nope. I'm looking for more. Looking for another one of those turbines that I could swipe some stuff from. No, not you. Ah. Oh, not helpful. Don't think it had... Oh, one motor. Alright, that's it. Wait. I might have some in here. Let's look. Oh, we do. Okay, good. I need motors. That's what I'm after, guys. Because... And we're gonna need... We need to get this cockpit out of here because, honestly, we're not doing anything without the batteries that are in that thing, so... Or not the batteries, but the computer components. So let's go ahead and zoom over here and get this. Computer cancel. Oh, good gravy. Alright, now the tricky part. We have to angle this
Storm inbound.
so it's this way, and then I can bring it down and hopefully connect up and suck out all this stuff. So let's go and get, let's see, we're gonna do like that. Like that. Yeah, please don't hit me. That would really be a bad day. Okay, and then we could bring it, angle it down on, let's do one of these. Alright, and then that way, hopefully, okay, pipes. There are pipes right there. Oh, snap. Alright, critical energy, there we go.
Energy critical.
Yes, I know, Suit Lady, I'm going to sit down and probably should have... Oh, we don't have any food in here. Oh, that's fine. So we're going to get this thing set up, and then we need to angle down the... we have to angle down the connector, and then we need to get a connector and all that stuff set up in the back of the rover. Then we can bring it over, connect up, and that'll do two things. We can drain the battery of all the juice that goes into the battery for the rover, and then we can also pull out all the hydrogen. but we got to get our hydrogen tanks in place, because that is a significant amount of hydrogen there. More steel tubes. Alrighty then. Wow. Hell of a jump there. Alright, is there any tubes in you? No. Those are large tubes, not small tubes. I think we got some in the Rover. Let's take a look. Not on that side, maybe on this side. Yeah, I've got 9. But let's see here. Okay, now we need comps and we need... I think we got both of those over here too. Comps and steel? Got comps and steel, both. Okay. Now the trick is going to be bringing this down to where we can actually do something with it. Alright, so now... Now we got to bring it down. Now let's see here. Alright, so let's set up our control seat here. Again, a little rest seat. We'll set it up right here so I can kind of keep an eye on it. Okay, so now we can see what we're doing. So let's see, I want to do a few things with this thing. Okay, first order of business, share inertial tensor, rotor lock. I do not want it to be unlimited. Because if I do that and I turn it on, it's going to start spinning like a lunatic. And I don't want it spinning like a lunatic. Okay, velocity, we'll bring it up to that. Okay, so... Alright, let's do, we gotta rotor lock it. Okay, rotor lock is off. I'm gonna guess that this is up. Nope. 2 degrees down. Alright, let's see where we're at on that. That's not too bad, but we still need to come down a bit more. Make it close to the level of the ground. I don't care if it's crooked. You know, it doesn't matter if it's like a diagonal or not. What matters is that that thing is lined up where I can park my vehicle up against it and then just take from it. That's the trick, you see? So let's bring it down. Alright, let's hold it at 12 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty close. Alright, cool. Now, back here, we got some work to do. Oh, let's see here. I could probably do a lot more cargo capacity if I wanted to, but I'm thinking of actually not doing as a cargo. I'm thinking let's do this a conveyor box. Good gravy. Let's see. Alright, cool. That's what I want. Nope. Yep, that's it. Right there. So if we do something like this, and then that sticks out that far, so we could, if we did a cargo container, we'd have to stick it out further. That would give us some vertical capabilities, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. But that does not change this at all. Alright, and then let's see here. We gotta do... We're gonna have to do quite a few of these conveyor frames, actually. Alright, and then one right here like this. And then we get our connector, our inset connector right here. Oh, we need steel plates for that. Okay, no problem. Got steel plates right here. And that's what we're gonna put right there in that. Now we could stick another set of wheels right there, but I don't know that I need it. Yeah. Need a lot of pipes in this game. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got this in place. We're getting the if we can get this conveyor, this inset connector, I mean, set up. You know, we might as well just go ahead and call this a cargo container. Because here's the thing, at least it's useful, right? And then we'll do some of these, because one, and then a second one right here. We'll connect this cargo container to there. Alright, we're all connected. That's all good to go. Okay, we need small tubes for you. Okay. Well, you know what we could do actually. How big is the... it just occurred to me. What if we rotated the H2O2 gen and then we set up 3 more or a few more of these things? What is the size? Is that... Oh, it is. Okay. Perfect. Oh, but if we do that, we're not going to be connected. via the sides, but that's okay. Because here's the thing, it's better to have the extra hydrogen capability, honestly. So we'll do that there instead. And then we'll do an H2O2 gen here on this side instead. But what we'll do is we'll angle it upwards like that. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow me to take this. And then we can add some more hydrogen containers on the top of this. Oh, but to be able to connect them all together, we're going to have to run a line up the top, but that's okay. So we can do, because we don't know what the situation is, and we might need to have all this hydrogen, fuel. So here's what I'm thinking. We set this up like one. We could actually rotate this one and do it there. Yeah. And then this one here. Have it up. Boom. Just like that. Bam, bam. Just like that. All set. Okay, we got that one. Cool beans. Okay, now I'm gonna drop off the remaining of those in here because those are kind of sensitive, Oh, wait, we could get the glass installed on that. That's golden too, Alright, cool beans. Now we're set on that. These are charging, these are set. We could actually put a weapon system on there if we had an autocannon. Okay, so we're just looking for small steel tubes. Did I have any small steel tubes in this one? It would be really funny if I did. Oh my gosh, we've got 100 of them. Alright, well then we're good to go. We need construction components, which are right here. Perfect. Alright, guys. Alright, let's get the rest of this all set up back here. Okay, that one's good. Well, that's all welded up and nice and dandy. We just need power cells for that. But that is actually really good. Now, the trick. Our trick is to get ourselves situated in such a way now we might have to make okay, let's see. Is this gonna line up? It should line up okay. Now before I do anything though, I want to set these hydrogen I want to set the engine to off because I don't want to draw on it yet, and I want to set all these hydrogen tanks to stockpile. Now, I can't see if it's lined up good enough. No. Let's see. Come on. Huh. Okay, what's the deal? Why are we not hooking up? Okay, the angle isn't right. Alrighty. Okay, so... Okay, I know what we're gonna do. We got another trick we can pull to bring our angle better with that. So let's see if we can do it. This is actually something I was thinking about doing anyway. So let's figure out first of all what our who's our wheelies here. On the left, we're going to take the steering off, and we're going to put steering on number 2 only. No. Nope, nope. That's definitely not right. Alright, so number 2, you are not steering capable. So it's supposed to be number 4. Alright, number 4, you are steering capable. Okay, cool. So if number 4 is steering capable, well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the ones in the front steering and the ones on the back not steering. Oh, that's not cool. Okay. This is not turning out the way I planned it. All right, so weirdly enough, it would appear that 3 and 4 are steering and 1 is not, right? Alright, cool. Now, that being said, now we go back here. That means 2, 5 on both sides are not steering, which means that if I take the height offset and bring it down, will that hook us up? Not quite. Okay. Let's see, maybe if I brought this down, how much? Probably another 2 more degrees. Let's see. Advanced rotor. Unlock. Bring us down. And lock. Alright, so if I do that, so the other thing we can do is increase the strength of the steering wheels to give us more of a back angle. So we're going to take 3, 4, 3, and 4, and we'll up their strength. Aha! Did that? I distinctly saw it move. Does that mean it's connected? We are golden! Yes! So does this mean that our tanks are filling up? Oh, this is good. This is really good. Let's run over here. And let's take a look at the small hydrogen tank. And it is not emptying out of it. Daggone it, now what? The connection must be good enough to do one thing but not the other. Unless... Alright, let's try something here. Alright, so in here we're gonna go and do a few things. Because I want these tanks filled. So let's see. Okay, why... Wait. That one's 100? Oh, because that one's the only one that's connected. Ah! I haven't...
Low.
That's why. Oh, jeez Louise. Because I never bothered to get gravy. We never connected the rest of them with the... Okay, that was incredibly dumb. Let's get some food. And then let's go to work and get this done. Yes, I have a hunger here issue, so let's go ahead and get these pastries in. And yeah, so all right, this is crazy. All right, I didn't even think about that, but we still have to connect all these things. So let's get the work done, guys. Now I was gonna put, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna put the gyro down on the bottom down there. So I think that would be a really smart way to go. Oh, you know what else we can do? Let's switch that battery over to recharge. Even if it drains the battery on the ship, it doesn't matter because we're linked together anyway. But I'd like to get that thing charged up. So let's get it under recharge. And then, so let's see here. I want to get the gyros down because you can't really put anything down there. So it would be a really handy spot to stash the gyros out of the way. Alright, there's one. And let's get the other one down here as well. Well, for a desert planet, I have to say, guys, even though it is hot and you can't breathe the air, probably do some sort of sulfur thing, but... Alright, so let's go ahead, and it has still been pretty decent weather. I'm not going to complain about it. Alright, let's get this one down here. And then we'll get this one up here. And then on this side here, we'll do the same. And then what we can do is we can stack any, like, other stuff in these little holes here, you see? That's what I was thinking. Uh-oh. Do we got interior plates somewhere? Nope. Alrighty, well I guess we gotta go on board the ship and find some. That shouldn't be too hard. There should be a bunch right here. Alright, this is coming along nicely. This should be, as I do this, it should be filling up a whole bunch of these actually in sequence. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I think, yeah, we're just gonna do it this way. I was gonna do something tricky, but I don't think I'm gonna do it tricky. All right, this is good. This is good, guys. is a plan coming together here. Okay, this should fill up all of them. So let us take a look and see what the status is of our hydrogen tanks on board our vessel. Yep, they're filling up now. So how much is left in this small tank? Dang! I wonder if I shouldn't get a couple of large tanks and stick them on this thing. Dude! Well, we're going to call that an episode, guys. The network has decided to fix it for us. But it was a good one. It was pretty standard size. So we got a lot done. We got the vehicle up and running. We got the fuel tanks filled. We might as well make this little broken ship into a fuel stop. We've got our engines in place. We've got our battery set up. We got storage. All that stuff set up. So I think we got a really good start on this planet. We're going to work on other things. We still got a whole lot more to come. We got to make a little base, we got to make a little scrapyard, we got to make a ship to get off the planet, and all these other things, and pull in the scrap all over the planet, see what we can find, and find a place to trade it. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time on Scrapyard Pirate's Life.